What's up, YouTube? Yo, this your boy K Ski, and I was just sitting here thinking, and I came up with this thing called the cycle. What is the cycle? Okay, the cycle is this: what our people are going through. It's just pathetic. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, there's no such thing as we can't do better. I'm beginning to think maybe we don't want to do better. And I'm gonna start off with the men. Men, check this out. I don't care if you got a baby mama who y'all don't get along, or y'all had a falling out, maybe she cheated or whatever. But you know what? Somebody got to be the adult in the thing. And then if you got kids, you know, I mean, the reality of it is, yo, regardless, by any means necessary, you got to try to make that connection. I'm living proof. I tried to make that connection, and even though I was rejected, lied on, or whatever, hey, it is what it is. But at the same time, in the same token, I tried. I paid the child support thing. I did that. But fellas, we gotta make a stand. See, we complain about how our kids are turning out, but yet and still we're not making that effort to try to reach them and make a difference in their lives. This ain't nobody's fault but ours. We can't blame it on society, and that's what I'm getting tired of. We taking time to blame it on everybody, but instead of looking at the fault within ourselves. You know what I mean? I mean, we play a big role in all of this. We can make a change if you just reach out. Maybe there will be a difference. Maybe that child that you expect to go to college will go to college. Even if you don't have the finances to get them there, God will make a way. You know, but by you being there, a difference can happen. You know what I mean? And even though the baby mamas that some of us may have won't allow us to let us see our kids and stuff. Any way, shape, form, or fashion you can make a difference. Try. It ain't gonna cost nothing. Now to you women, what I'm saying is, how in the world, honestly, how in the world do you think your daughters, even your sons, are gonna grow up to be something great if you're not implementing greatness in front of you? What I'm tired of seeing is these mothers out here who supposed to be, who are mothers and stuff, who's supposed to be role models, leading by example. Fellas too, but women, you're there. Even if the fellas are not there, you're there. And how can you expect your child, your daughter especially, to grow up to want to be something special or make something of herself if you not making none of yourself? You know what I mean? The most disgusting thing I see is a mother having drinks and smoking weed with their daughter. Even here's the big thing: leaving their home to go over their children's house to sleep around, cheat. Now, if your daughter's seeing you do this, and you're supposed to be, or you're the one who was there, and you her universe, and you her soul foundation, what on God's green earth make you think that she's going to be different? That's all I ask. What makes you think that she's going to say, well, just because my mother do this, I'm not? 1%, 1% who may take a stand and say, well, I'm going to make a difference in my life. The rest of them, they're going to follow your lead. They're going to follow your lead. You going to the club and getting high with them. They're going to go to the clubs and get high with their daughters. You didn't encourage them to stay in school to make some of themselves. They're not going to encourage their kids to stay in school and make some of themselves. You doing wrong in front of them, they're going to do wrong in front of their kids. Fellas, same thing with us. If we not trying to be in our kids' lives when they have kids, they ain't going to try to be in their lives. And that's the cycle, which is going to be destined to repeat itself over and over and over again. 10, 20, 30 years from now, the same cycle that we created will keep going on and on. And our race going to be considered as the same thing it is always. Nothing. We won't be politically, taken seriously. Are we going to be always talked down upon? We're going to always be living in the shadows of our predecessors, our older siblings, for the badness that they did, because it's like we didn't try to make a difference. You know, It costs nothing to try to make a change. Somewhere, somehow, I wish somebody just breaks the cycle because it's getting ridiculous. More of us are dying. More of us are losing. More young black African American women are having babies. More young black African American women are being uh, disrespected of the sorts, are being, you know, following in the footsteps that we all, men and women, have laid for because we didn't step in and try to make a change. Now, today, brand new day, I ask all of us, what are we going to do to try to discontinue this cycle? Because, like I was once told, if you keep going on this way, the only way you're going to be able to see a black African American person is in a museum. So I send my heartfelt condolences out to each and every one of you. And I ask, let's take a stand. Let's break the cycle.